They've been staring at us since we arrived. Should we say something to them?
Leave it.
Are they friends of hers or something?
I don't know. I don't care.
We best head off.
I don't want to go to this party tonight.
We won't be there long.
Can't we just stay in tonight? You've been out so much lately.
You'll feel better for going out.
Can't we just stay in tonight? You've been out so much recently. Who are you messaging?
Someone I know. We're meeting them before we head off to the party.
You go ahead.
And how do you plan on getting home? I promise we won't be long.
Remind me, where are we going exactly?
The cafe in town, you know the one. We go there all the time together.
No, we don't.
Well, maybe if you came out more. We'll wait for them to meet us. 3 of us can go to the party together.
They have to come with us.
Why don't you want them to?
Is this the person you've been talking to online?
Yes.
So you choose today as the best day to meet them for the first time?
What's wrong with that? They're free, we're free, and there's someplace we can all go hang out later.
Where did we just come from less than an hour ago? Exactly.
You know, I really don't like it when you're like this, which is all the time
When
now.
I'm like what?
Just always being so hostile towards me, always telling me things that I don't want to hear.
Well, this is something you have to hear.
You right?
Yeah. Yeah, just bringing in some odd photos. Just gonna delete them all last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't stand looking at them. Do you think we'll see her again?
What do you mean?
The priest at the service today. Do you think he was right?
Haven't thought about
Well,
it.
think about it now.
Should I message them?
Oh, will we forget about them? You've known them for what? 2 weeks, through a screen.
I'm sorry, the way I interact with people doesn't meet your
We've
standards.
been here for 2 hours. I'm on my 3rd coffee. I don't understand why you're like this.
I could say the same for you.
Am I doing something wrong? Why do you barely talk to me?
Can we save this for another time?
Why do you care what they think?
It's got nothing to do with them. I'm just asking you, can we talk about this another time?
When? I've been trying to talk to you for a whole week. Am I supposed to wait another one? Or another? And another?
Do you know what I think? Nothing. What can we do to change what's happened? Nothing.
This is exactly what I mean. You can't pretend it hasn't affected you. I can see that it has. I can see the change since it happened. Have you heard back from the hospital yet? Are you really going to carry on like this? They're not coming. Let me know when you hear back from the hospital. Do you want to call it a day in a minute? Head home. But you can speak.
I want to go out. You can go home if you want.
I didn't mention before. I've lost my keys to the flat. Sorry.
Can you do anything right?
When did you see her last?
Day before.
No, it was a couple of days before. Just can't understand why she didn't tell us.
Don't know.
How can it happen so fast though?
Shows we're just meat and bones.
No, there's more to us than just meat and bones.
What are we then?
I don't know, but it's a feeling I've got. Maybe one day they'll be able to extract it and explain it, but I'm not the person to ask, not at this point in my life.
What are you waiting for? Do you think it will become clearer as you get older? I don't understand why you spend so much time thinking about this stuff anyway.
Well, some of this stuff needs a leap into the unknown. You know, I feel like I'm missing out if I'm just going about my life, not taking everything in.
Missing out on more?
I don't know.
living day to day is the only thing that's kept me sane. Maybe if you spent more time in the present, you wouldn't be so upset about what happened.
At least we're talking again.
I just don't understand why you keep thinking about this stuff, though. It doesn't do you any good. It hasn't done me any good for the past week. Just whatever your newfound crisis is, just leave me out of it, okay? It's probably contagious.
You worry as much as I do, except you worry about things that aren't going to matter when you're in the same position as she was.
You have no idea what you're talking about, okay? People like you can think whatever you want about what's important, but the rest of us have lives to live and problems to deal with.
People like me.
All this thinking is stopping you from living your life.
Yeah, well, it's my time. I'll do what I want with it.
Well, then stop burdening me with it, will you?
Burdening you? I've been trying to talk to you this entire week. It's not healthy to bottle up every single thought you have. You can't be happy.
I don't have to share everything with you or with anyone else,
Because you
actually.
don't trust me?
No, because we're different, okay? I'm sorry. But you spend all this time thinking and not enough time...
living. What does living even mean?
I don't know. Getting out there and trying to be happy and doing stuff.
What's the point of all of that, though? You've seen where we were today. That's what it all leads to. Why bother at all?
Maybe it is the end, but maybe it isn't. But dying is part and parcel of living, and the sooner you accept that, the sooner you can just stop worrying about it and running from it.
I could end my life now. Stop all this suffering.
That's not the answer. It's an option, sure, but you need to stop this search for answers. I've accepted that there are some questions that I'm just not going to know the answer to, and that's the way it is. It's a grim truth, but there's nothing we can do about it. I am worried about hearing back from the hospital. I'm worried about not being able to pay my rent. I'm worried about my life spiraling out of control and that it's getting away from me, especially after this past week. But I am not going to let that stop me or let it control me.
I wish we could go back to not talking now.
Isn't a lot of what I said really obvious anyway?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, if it helps you, I'm happy.
I do wish we could see her again, though.
Me too. I don't think they're coming.
Neither do I.